Hello again YouTube, Mad Dog here, welcome back to my channel. So this video, just a quick one from me. I just wanted to share my latest publication release to you guys and lasses. So this is my latest book that I've just released onto Amazon. As you can see, Basic Bushcraft Kit, a beginner's guide. Now this book is aimed at just that, beginners. So it isn't a survival guide. It isn't a bushcraft guide, but it will give you a foundation onto which you can build and put a good kit together and hopefully get outside and enjoy the hobby of bushcraft, or whatever you want to call it, you know, practicing survival skills, whatever your thing may be. But this book will cover all the basic essentials that you need to get onto your journey into the outdoors. Now in here I've tried to show various examples of kit items and the costs that are involved. Not a lot of books or literature do that. So a quick look through here. Again, all the colour photographs, all the illustrations are in colour. I cover the 5 C's in here. This book is 80 pages in length, and it covers a wide variety of subjects and, you know, different elements, you know, cutting, cordage, cover, container, etc. And then also first aid items, food items, hygiene items, various subjects, water filtering, purification, sleep systems, navigation, food, the whole plethora of things. And then at the back, a bit of a, I won't say an instruction, but my opinion on how I load my rucksack or Bergen out for a weekend or more away, because I don't think that is very well explained readily, you might say, where we load things into our bags for a specific reason, basically. So for me, it's last in first out sort of mentality. My cover is always the last in, therefore first out, so I can always put a tarp up. So if I'm operating in adverse conditions, I can do everything else underneath of that shelter. If it starts to chuck it down, I've still got a base to work from. And so that sort of explanation as to why I pack things into my rucksack or Bergen in the order that I do, to include first aid and navigation, everything else, the different layers of loadout, that's all in there. Like I say, it's as you can see, the book itself, it's 8 pages, all colour illustrations again. I've tried to keep it top level, so it's hard to explain what I mean here. I'm trying to give somebody a foundation onto which they can build through further experience, knowledge and learning and practice. You know, it's all practice and experience at the end of the day. So this should give anybody that's just getting into the outdoors a good foundation, basically, of how to assemble a good kit, the therefores and whys, and the costs that are involved. Also, I've included 1 or 2 excuse me, examples of DIY sort of alternatives, so that to prove the point that it doesn't have to cost a fortune. We don't have to buy the most expensive what would you call it, branded, named pieces of equipment to enjoy this hobby of ours. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. It's, like I say, it's not an instructional guide, and it is all based on my experience, my opinions, of course. But I try and keep everything that's in here factual, short and to the point, based on tried and tested methods that I think all of us people that are more experienced or more, how do I say it, senior in years, know to be true and know to work and be reliable. And I've tried to cover that at a top line level so that it's not a 600-page in-depth instructional guide, it isn't. It's just to throw ideas out there as to how to go about, if you're a complete novice, complete beginner, how to go about, where do I start. So for any of you guys and lasses that watch my videos, my channel, if you've got any youngsters within your fold, your family, friends, family, whatever the case may be, this, in my opinion, would be a good starting point for them. Without going into all the nitty-gritty and the throwing somebody in at the deep end, this is your basic foundation, and that's what I've aimed this book at, or the market that I'm aiming this at. I always try and encourage newcomers, youngsters especially, into our hobby, interests, whatever you want to call it, pursuits. And I always think it's a good thing to do, is try and encourage new youngsters into the outdoors, fresh air, exercise, get them off the old tippy-tappy computer screens, etc. Before closing, I would also like to say a massive thank you, talking about tippy-tappies, again to my good mate Moose. Again, he's got me out the cart with the formatting of this. When I actually came to upload it to Amazon, he's helped me out yet again. Thank you very much, mate. I really appreciate it, and I won't be putting on you again in the near future, let's say. So I really appreciate your time and effort that's gone into this, helping me. Thank you, mate. So that's it from me for now. I'll leave a link in the description box below to the Amazon page where you can have a look at this if you're interested in buying it, either for yourselves or for a gift. It is available internationally. It is available also in the Kindle electronic edition as well as the paperback format. But for me, I like this format because you can throw it into a bag or your jacket. It's not massive in size. I think it's 9 by 6 inches. So you know, it can easily be taken into the field with you, should you choose to. Anyway, that's it for me. That's my latest little attempt at publishing. Thank you all very much for watching and your continued support. Until next time, which won't be long, Mad Dog signing off. Yeah!